I just bought the first part for the Z that I have in a long time. This is the last, or the latest I should rather say, toy that I got for the Z, and it has absolutely no performance part whatsoever, but I'm actually part of the Haltech family. So if you guys know anything about the Haltech IC7, it's that multifunctional display. I'm gonna start to bring the Z back in the 21st century and modern times, because, oh god, the car's a mess right now. Instruction manual came with a couple of cool too. Haltech sticker, pretty cool jet pull tag, and key lanyards in there somewhere. But I'm not the only car that has one. Rob already has one in this car, and this random super has one. Dan's about to get one too, right?
I want one so bad.
How bad?
Really bad.
He already has Haltech in the R33 also. You get the 2000?
Yeah.
That's it. So, I'll show you the Supra over here. This Supra, which I randomly found with a literally out here sticker. This is the more traditional setting, since I don't have custom mounts that they don't make for the Z33 yet. Somehow they have them for the R33, which is a much more rare car. This is how this guy has his setup. He doesn't have a particularly custom mount yet, because I don't think they make them for the Supras, but this is pretty much how mine's going to be laid out. Which kind of works, but it's not exactly the cleanest install, whereas if we go to Wobb's car, so in the GTR, he actually has a flush mounted kit for the IC7, which more OEM than just mounting a Game Boy in front of the OEM cluster. Such a clean interior. I need to clean out of my car. Pretty much the R33 and a couple other cars already set. I think they make them for the S14 too. One of the Drift Twins already has the IC7.
Yeah, I have the when I hit the RPMs and I go over, it's like...
I'm just excited for the fact that I haven't gotten a part for the Z in like a really long time. So even though this literally adds no power to the car, it's gonna make the experience feel like I'm driving a Ferrari. Like, I already have the bright seats, I already have the high shifter and all that, and then I have the little suede steering wheel. I think the IC7 is like the cherry on top. Haltech came out with a program too. I think it was called the IQ. What was the older one? The IQ3? Yeah, it was only LED, which actually is featured in the IC7 for like one of the settings for the screens. And every now and then, the cool thing about the multifunctional display screen, which is colored, you can actually software update it to have custom like gauges and stuff. And they release like patches and everything. Every time someone will probably come up with a new design for like a gauge, you can put that in your car. You want to look like Ferrari, look like Ferrari. Look like a Ford GT, look like a Ford GT. You want to look like an S2000, look like an S2000. Because the gauges in the car are so outdated. This is the real toy, by the way. We're going to test it by hooking up to the OBD2. It shares the same cluster from a Nissan Murano, so it's not exactly the most cool looking gauge ever. It's a floating type, and it actually adjusts. Clearly I have no idea how my car works. It goes up and down with the steering wheel.
Are we showing the hyperbolator?
Yeah, you saw.
Can you point your camera near him?
IC7.
I'm pretty sure their down lens is kind of dirty, so the people might not be actually getting the full amount of power.
Of Metal Rocks 12?
No, something like that. Alright, let's see. On dummy power for now. What'd you call me? You don't have the clutch disabled, right? It's not Okay, so it's not reading a lot of stuff, but this is an older one. This is like the original original firmware.
Oh, you gotta update it?
Let me update it and see if we get more out of it.
Okay.
Moments later.
What was the reading, like voltage?
Yeah, it was reading like battery voltage and stuff. It should definitely read a little more than that.
Yeah. On the advertised site on Haltech, it actually says 2008Zs and up. You know, the 07s and up had a different engine, had the 2 intake. This is the 1 intake engine, the 350, the VQ35DE. You know, there's a whole civil war going on between all Z owners, between which one's better, HR, DE, whatever. It's pretty obvious it's the DE. There's a lot of shit in that seat. Roberto's having a field day in the world's most comfortable chair.
Well, once you get in, it's fine. It's just that original, the initial getting into it. Yeah.
Successfully paired.
We'd have a white guy that tells you that you're successfully paired. You should get like a smooth black guy. You know what I mean?
Like Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, you've successfully paired. Something like that. You know, a lot better than this Chad.
Got the Lamborghini Aventador screen over there.
15 minutes later.
Bad news, the Haltech is not really responding to the, or the Z isn't exactly responding to the IC7. The only thing it's actually reading is the voltmeter, which I already have 2 of those in the car, so it'd be kind of stupid to have a 3rd one. So right now Roberto's going to test it on the Rogue, and he's going to see if he can get a reading with this, and if he does, then I might be royally
That means that this car does this, and yours does this. I assume that's what it is though, because they do claim the protocol to be from 2008 up.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously, even though that's a 05, it's still using the same protocol from the 03. So I doubt they changed it until
I think they changed
either
it
the rev up or the
rev up. I think
HR.
that might have been the defining moment.
Yeah, see, look.
Damn it.
So I got air temp, fuel trim, coolant.
And it works.
That IC7
Well,
Rogue.
just install it in the Rogue. Well, it works in the Rogue, but not the Z.
That sucks.
That's absolutely cheese.
There you go. At least now you know.
Oh, I know. Maybe I should just buy it for the voltmeter anyway.
For the voltmeter?
So I can have 3.
So what you could do is you could, I mean, it costs more money, obviously.
Go Haltech?
You could actually get they actually make a Haltech that bolts into your car, and you could actually have true flex fuel car. It literally just plugs in where the factory ECU is. But you could you could add like a flex fuel sensor. So instead of you having, because does it have cruise control?
No, it's a base model.
Yeah, so you're stuck on 85.
I can do cruise control, but I have to have a laptop hooked up with a Cypher.
Right. In this case, you could add a flex fuel sensor, so it would just automatically.
So I can use both 93 and.
You can mix it.
Which is mix, which is
10%,
what I've been
30%.
What about 100% 93?
100% 93.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
And it'll compensate for.
Yeah. As long as it's set up correctly, yeah. And then at that point, this would just plug into it.
Right.
I want to tell the world, you know, about your $30 discount.
This is garbage. No, I'm just kidding. His name is Datsun. You're kidding.